Hello and welcome to a review of the latest offering from Gentle Giant Studios. Here we have a Sivrak minibus. Now, for anybody who doesn't know, this was one of the original Cantina aliens from the first Star Wars film. Now, this character isn't actually in any of the current versions that are available of the film, because basically in the special edition, George Lucas digitally replaced Sivrak with another character, another sort of alien. And this has obviously been carried forward onto things like the Blu-ray cuts. So I don't believe this character actually survives in the scene in any current versions of the film. To see him, you'll have to go back to the original 1977 cut of Star Wars. But despite that, he's still considered canon and occasionally crops up on items of merchandising. I do remember Hasbro made an action figure many years ago. Now this has actually been released by Gentle Giant as a Halloween 2020 exclusive, although, as is often the case with Gentle Giant, things tend to run a bit late, and this hasn't actually come till 2021, but it was actually put up for pre-order around Halloween last year. I think the reason it's been chosen as a Halloween exclusive is because I think the reason George Lucas dropped it was because he thought it looked too much like an off-the-shelf kind of Wolfman mask, and I think it's possible that it may have even been a Wolfman mask that was just bought in from somewhere and maybe enhanced slightly. So that's why this was chosen for the Halloween theme. Now it's a limited edition of 500, which is about standard for this this type of character. It's unusual for a minor character to get a large run. Obviously, if it's something like the Mandalorian, then the run's probably in like the over 1,000 or more. But yeah, 500's sort of pretty standard. As I say, good bust again. One thing anybody who's seen my last couple of reviews will know is that I've mentioned the scale issue, and I'm going to mention it again here. Not because it's in a bad scale, but again, it's probably, this is about an average size for Gentle Giant, a good sort of solid. But then you get the odd one that's undersized, like the Panda Baba bust I reviewed last time. It's out of proportion to this one. And it was the same with the Sith Trooper I mentioned a couple of reviews ago. Both that and the Panda Baba, they were undersized compared to busts like this or the Mandalorian, which are probably more of an average size. So I just wish they'd get that sorted out. I just don't know what the problem is. Surely they must have some kind of, when these busts go into production, some kind of check on how they line up with the other characters, but I don't know. I just wish they'd get it sorted out, but it's been going on for years, so it looks unlikely they'll resolve it now. I think you may have to be a Gentle Giant subscriber to get this. Premier Guild. It may be available to order normally. I'd have to check on that. It did take a while to come. I have noticed this year, since in the UK, since all these changes in the customs law come about, stuff from overseas is taking absolutely ages. I mean, this must have been about over a month it took, and that's airmail. It was even a month nearly, I think, from the tracking said the item had arrived in the UK. This was like beginning of March, and I mean I was still waiting for it till back end of last week. So yeah, that's the only thing. If you're ordering from Gentle Giant and you're a UK resident, expect sort of long delays. But yeah, now I've got it. Yeah, it's a good one to add to the collection. Joins the ranks of the Cantina aliens. I think it's slowly but surely they're getting round to doing most of the key ones. So yeah, very pleased to add this to the collection. As I say, the next minibus review hopefully should be the Sabine Wren bust, which is due anytime, should be due shortly. So as soon as I get that in hand, I'll put a review up. So yeah, thanks for watching and stay tuned.